Intro's written. We're all good.
Another data dreach.
Yeah.
We're starting off well this morning.
Welcome to GCP Bytes, episode number 30 for Friday, the 21st of November, 2025. GCP Bytes is a podcast where we discuss Google Cloud and tech, and I'm your host, Stephen Bancroft. On today's show, we have another outage. What's going on Christmas Island? There's been another data breach, and Google drops a bomb, and it's great. Find out in the AI wars. But before we get to any of that, I'd like to introduce the co-host of the show, Dave Wall. How are you, Dave?
Oh, I'll be fine when I wake up, mate.
In your new digs there, I see. It looks great.
Yeah, it's coming along.
And of course, our very own GDE, Ian Brown. How are you, Ian?
Much like Dave, mate, I need to be back in bed.
Hey, I know I missed the red shirt memo today.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah. Sorry.
What have you got there, Ian? Is it?
It's just a Calvin Klein shirt.
Oh, very, very nice. I've got my Sriracha shirt on.
Nice.
Ooh, Sriracha. Yeah, I like the Sriracha. All caffeined up there, I see. That's good.
No, not anywhere near enough. I think I need an IV.
So, what's been happening during the fortnight with you two?
Well, Dave's been moving.
For me, it's all been moved. Like, I'm knackered. But we're all kind of in the factory now. It's a bit of a mess. I got cardboard boxes, like for all the standard office furniture, desks and chairs and things. All the boxes have kind of got mountains of the stuff now. My kids are having a blast with it, but
Yeah.
no, that's been me for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. You panned the camera there around earlier, and it looked like an office. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. With that lovely dark colour with the timber look top on it.
Oh yes, that's cherry with ironstone. I'll have.
Well, how very classy of you.
Spared no expense.
Yeah. No, me, I've so we did some wiring not wiring, but cabling on the weekend to get another access point out near the back end of the house, because there was basically no coverage down the back end of the house because we basically live in the front of the house. So did all that cabling, cut about 6 or 7 holes in the ceiling that I've now patched up.
So you had to like cut a hole, move it along a little bit, cut another hole.
So what it is so the joists run in the way that the cable runs, and there's battening on the bottom of the joists. And that battening was stopping my rodder. Like I couldn't even flick the rodder up and over the batten, like a big fiberglass rodder.
Yeah.
And I couldn't flick it up and over the batten. So it just kept getting jammed, like every 3 meters or so to get jammed. So I just bugger it. I'll just cut a hole here and I'll pull it out and I'll pull the cable through and I'll feed it another bit. And then, we got it downstairs. It took Maddie and I about 2.5 hours to get it cabled through, and it was all done up and patched. Ceiling was patched and put some plaster into it that afternoon.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
It's one of those jobs. Is like it sucks when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, but it's in, and now I've got a cabled AP over at this point now. All right.
Yep.
Fixed a problem.
Like absolutely coated in plaster dust.
And you walk around going, gee, the Wi-Fi reception is really good here. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And Maddie said to me, he's just like, Dad, the Wi-Fi is so good in my bedroom now. Like, I don't care what the Wi-Fi is like in your bedroom, Chad.
I mean, the good thing is that fixing a big black spot like that has knock-on effects to the Wi-Fi in the rest of the house as well. Because any clients that you had that were out over there at a really low signal strength were ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
every
100%.
other device.
They flick over now. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's done, and then apart from that, it's just been learning so much about engineering, like as in engineering the the ways that you do engineering for when you're building precision rifles, because I put together my new rifle this week. And to give you an idea of how precise,
what is there a particular classification for? Is it just armor smithing?
Well, gunsmith is the ultimate. Armorer is basically the sort of entry level one where you're doing basic modifications to a rifle or fixing rifles and pistols and shotguns and all sorts of stuff. But armorer, armorer is the one. I really want to go and do the armoring course, but they're held like once a year in Sydney. But yeah, so doing that, like to give you an idea, I was fitting the trigger to my new action, and if the pin that holds the trigger, there's two pins that hold the trigger into the little sleeve. If that pin is 0.5 millimeter too long, like protrudes out by 0.5 millimeter in total, the trigger sleeve won't go into the action.
Right. It's really precisely made. Yeah.
And if it's 0.5 millimeter too short, it doesn't hold the trigger in.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep.
It's wireless.
Yeah.
Gun, shoot now.
No.
Gemini, fire.
Cancel. I've not been doing any personal tech adventures myself, but I have been playing around with the GCVE monitoring agent. Ah, boy, that thing, like, they got to get their shit sorted when it comes to this. Getting these metrics from VMware into Google Cloud, there has to be a better way.
It is a bizarre. It's a bizarre black hole.
Yeah.
In the GCVE product that you have to, like, it's great that, hey, yes, we have this thing that you can put in, but why is there not just a native integration? They have service accounts.
I don't.
Anyway,
it's beyond me, and it's only a half a thing anyway. It only gets you the vCenter stuff. It doesn't get you any NSXT stuff. And it's flaky. It falls over. In order to patch it, you got to put it in a managed instance group that monitors it. So when it does fall over, it, reinstantiates a new instance of it.
Well, the other thing that you may or may not be aware of just yet is, as I found out yesterday, the BindPlane agent uses a version of Log4j that is susceptible to Log4Shell.
Oh, yeah.
It is a version that is 5 years old.
Yeah, it's an old version of Java 10, and it will only run. Now, I had, in this particular instance, this client, they wanted to use N4 instances because they had a bunch of CUDs for N4. Or they'll get the committed use discounts. And unbeknownst to me, when I've submitted the PR, the lead engineer's going, we'll just change the instance type to N4, and he's put it, he's approved it and put it in, and I've merged it and gone away, and I could not, for the life of me, get that Java instance to start. I couldn't. There's three components to it. I could not get the metric agents to start. I did it on my boxes. I did it on their boxes. Anyway. Later on, I realized, it's an N4 instance. The module that runs this and the instructions tell you to put it on an E2 instance.
Yep.
And lo and behold, when I tested it, I was using E4, as it turned out, and it worked. So there's something about that particular version of Java and that Java archive they're trying to run will not run on N4, any N CPU.
Yeah, that's
just
odd.
Constantly crashes. Yeah,
that's really odd.
It took me about 5 days to figure that out.
I wonder if that's the way they virtualize.
Think of how much cheaper that instance would have been than your time over the next 10 years.
I know, I know. So anyway, it's happily running now on E4 instances. The module for it tells you to run on E2, but I always find it runs out of RAM, and then the out of memory killer ends up killing it off anyway. Yep. So I've put it on E4, and it's chugging away. So
yep. I've got it running on an E2 medium at the moment.
Yep.
Ours, and yeah, there was obviously the security guys on the project that I'm on raised the red flags yesterday, and basically said this instance will be shut down before the end of the day.
Good luck, you're losing metrics.
Yeah. So I made sure that the firewalling on it was very, very strict in that, like, it could only access VCSA on port 443, and VCSA could only talk to it on 514.
Yep.
And Google Health Check can only talk to it on 514, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Now, it was like, right, well, it's mitigated to the point where nothing else can touch it.
Yeah, and here was the other odd thing that I found as well. The module spins it up on Debian 11, and they said, oh, well, I'd prefer for it was on Ubuntu. I said, righto. So I tried it on Ubuntu, and it worked. I'm like, okay, that's great. Yep. But at some point around the 11th of the 11th, they revved the Ubuntu image in the Ubuntu family for 2404, and it no longer works on 2404. So
ours is.
Yeah,
ours is.
Check what date your image is from. If it's prior to
it got rebuilt end of last week. So what's that date? Be the 18th, 17th or something?
Are you using a fixed image, or are you taking it from family? Ubuntu
No, it's coming. It's so it's a Packer build from Ubuntu's latest 2404. I'm pretty sure it's 2404. I'll have to check Packer.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a Packer build, and it works.
Okay,
because it's running at the moment. So
okay, well, there may have been something else going on in my case, but that's what I found. Anyway, I've just gone back to E2, Debian 11, done.
Yep.
Yeah, working. Like you, I've firewalled it off. It can't get to anything else, and that's it.
The security guys are still not happy about the Log4j vulnerability.
Just tell them it's an appliance, and that's how it is.
Well, they've basically said, no, this has been out for 10 years. It needs to be shut down.
Well, that's the other thing. The support for it is pants.
Yeah.
I've got several PRs open on the GitHub, and there's no response to it. I mean, I could go in and fix it myself, but yeah, it's terrible. It's a gaping hole in the product at the moment.
Yeah, and Google's support there isn't much better either. Yep. It's I sent an email to the account manager and SME yesterday, and then messaged them on Slack as well, and I've had not a peep out of them.
Right. Now, this is the thing. If you go to the Bimeplane original website, you can see the VMware vCenter is supported as one of the plugins for it. So I think my next protocol might be to go there and see if the actual original, like the supported Bimeplane version is newer than what Google supplies us.
I've already downloaded it. It's not.
Not
that I can see.
Don't kill my fun, Ian.
I'm trying to save you some time, mate.
Dream squasher.
I know.
All right. Well, maybe I can get a self-driving car, and that'll cheer me up.
Yep. Do that.
I've heard
that's
that
a clumsy segue.
It was.
Well, I've got to do something. Waymo. They're trying to bring Waymo to Sydney. Just while we're on it. Few hurdles to jump because there's pretty strict regulations in New South Wales regarding autonomous vehicles, self-driving vehicles. So they have the Google legalese on it, and we'll see what comes of it. But it'd be pretty cool. Be able to get in a car.
I think it'd be great. I mean, the way Waymo's been doing their rollout has been pretty calm and measured. They do it city by city. Everything's geo-fenced, and they map everything to the nth degree. So it's not hey, we have this technology, off you go, Australia. It's no. We've tested it in this area, these areas, these roads. We can do these services, and I think it's brilliant. I think the whole way, from what I've seen, I think it was Arizona was the first place, I suppose because there's no snow, that they rolled it out, and that's in Seattle now. It's in a couple of cities.
It's in San Fran. It's in San Fran.
Yeah. So it'd be great to see an instance of it in Australia. It'd be good.
So there's a call out in here that because we don't drive on the right hand side of the car, we use the correct side. They're saying that it would require like a complete retraining of the AI for both traffic rules and driving behaviours and patterns because,
Can't they just turn the cameras upside down?
Because it's Australia and we're upside down.
That's right, yeah.
No, it wouldn't identify kangaroos then. Because, people ride kangaroos to work.
That's right. Yeah. NVIDIA.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. The entire world is hanging on one corporation. Like, seriously?
It's like 8% of the S&P 500 is NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Right? The markets have been, I think it's just steady today and a little down the last couple of weeks. Crypto's taken a dive, thankfully. It's
it just feels like everything's been overcooked for too long, doesn't it? It really does.
Well, now everyone's aware of the money go round that's been going on. And it's like, NVIDIA's going to have to beat by a lot. So we'll see, right? It's by the time this recording comes out, the NVIDIA earnings report will be out. It's 2:00 or so today, I think it comes out.
Yep. It'll be sink or swim.
Yeah. So, we'll see. Could be next time we come in if we go back and the AI bubble has popped.
Yeah, if we've got jobs. Yeah.
Well, apparently Thiel's already, Peter Thiel has already dumped his NVIDIA stake. There's been a few people who are now starting to short the market. I saw one thing yesterday that apparently a lot of the data center expansions that we talk about plenty on the show. A lot of that data center expansion debt has been packaged up as a derivative, which is very 2008 kind of
smacks of 2008, doesn't it? Yeah.
So we'll see, guys.
I can smell some books cooking on a fire somewhere.
Oh yeah. It's just a house of cards, isn't it? Everything's just piled on top of it, and it's just waiting for that one little thing to be pulled out from underneath it.
That little twig to snap.
Yeah.
I saw that meme where you've got all of your infrastructure is sitting on AWS and AWS's little twigs here and Cloudflare twigs on the other side.
Yeah. One open source project maintained by one maintainer.
One maintainer in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He gets his shits with everyone and pulls the repo.
Or worse yet, in the Ukraine.
What else we got here? What's this? SynthNet credential stuffing. What's this all about?
The Synthian credential stuffing. So I got an email the other day from Have I Been Owned saying, hey, your credentials have been exposed. Yeah. So the email that I got says, during 2025, the threat intelligence firm Synthiant aggregated 2 billion unique email addresses disclosed in credential stuffing lists found across multiple malicious internet sources. Comprised of email addresses and passwords from previous data breaches, these lists are used by attackers, blah, 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 blah. The data also included 1.3 billion unique passwords, which are now searchable.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of billions. Yeah.
It is a lot of billions. So they're estimating the breached accounts at 1.96 billion email addresses and passwords. Yeah.
That's a lot.
So I did the only right thing to do, and I went and searched for the password and went, I haven't used that password for a little bit now. So
that's good.
Yeah.
So go and use your password manager, do your password checkups, and make sure you're reusing passwords, use unique passwords on every site, and you should be okay. These breaches shouldn't bother you. And then finally, I don't know, we could have made this a news item, but we had another outage.
We did.
It's a little one. It was a short one.
Short one, yeah. Not such
a little snack outage.
In the scheme of things, it's not that big a deal. But it wasn't due to BGP or DNS.
No. So it wasn't a typical telco failure. No, this one was. It was an interesting one actually, because it was a change to a database. which caused the database to output multiple entries into a feature file that Cloudflare uses. They use that by their bot management system. The feature file in turn doubled in size, and then it was propagated to all the machines that make up the Cloudflare network. The software running on those machines to route traffic across the network reads the feature file to keep the bot management system up to date. The software had a limit on the size of the feature file it expects, and because it was now doubled, the software failed.
Right.
So it all stems from, hey, we made a change to the database that broke shit. But it was interesting that they actually went into detail about how this broke things. It wasn't just hey, we made a change to the database and it broke stuff. It was we made a change to the database and that caused this to happen, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then software decided that it wasn't going to play the game anymore.
Knock-on effect.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like 3 hours, I think, of outages sporadically. So there was like one initial really big burst that went on for about half an hour, and then it sort of lulled down, and it had a couple of little spikes, and then it really kicked in at about 1 o'clock UTC and finished at 2:30 when they figured out what it was.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they originally thought it was a cyber attack, like a large-scale denial of service, or hyperscale, they call it.
Right. Well, I didn't notice, to be honest with you.
I did, only because I had a request from a customer going, this doesn't work. And I'm like, that's odd. I logged into Cloudflare and I was like, looks fine. And then by the time I got back to looking at it, it was done.
It was fixed.
You're like, I fixed it. I fixed Cloudflare.
Yeah. It was all me.
There you go. That's a wrap of what's been happening the last fortnight. Let's get on with the community news. All right, Ian, take it away. Let us know what's going on in the community.
Yep. Yeah, okay. So Sydney meetup. They're doing the December meetup at the Mental Group head office in George Street on the 3rd of December at 4:30. RSVP to that. Looks like it's going to be another good session. There's a talk here about clean architecture for Flutter, and another one about exploring the electricity market with Databricks on GCP. That'd be an interesting one, actually. Next one I've got up here is GDG Adelaide. Haven't heard from them for a little bit. They're doing their DevFest 2025 on the 26th of November. You can still RSVP to it. It's happening at Flinders University, their city campus at Station Road. And that'll be a 2.5 hour DevFest. It'll be a good little set of talks. We've got Lex and Phil, who are both GDEs. And lastly, Perth. Perth doesn't run events all that often, but we've been
hearing a bit from them lately.
Yeah, they have stepped it up a little bit. So they're running an event called Run Your SaaS on Google Cloud and Kotlin Multi-Platform as part of their DevFest Perth 2025, and it's being run at Jacobs, 5 Spring Street, Perth, on the 5th of December at 7:30 p.m.
And who's speaking at that?
Friends of the podcast, JK, he's speaking at that one, and also Katie, who's another GDE. She is an Android developer and a really, really active member of the GDE community.
Well, there you go. Try and get out to those and catch up with your local GDG community. All right, with that done, let's get on with the news items. And first news items this week, as per usual, are our finance items. WizDeal. The WizDeal's back on and it's been approved. The DOJ has cleared the $32 billion deal, which ranks as Google's largest ever acquisition. Now, I seem to remember this being all done and dusted.
Yeah, but then I got challenged and it was looking like, I remember us covering it because there was going to be like a massive penalty that Google would have had to pay, like, I don't know, $4 billion or something to Wiz if the deal didn't go through.
Yeah.
Right, and it does say later in the article that the Wiz CEO walked away from the prior deal, which was $23 billion, with an intention to go public instead of becoming a Google subsidiary. And Google have come back and said, well, how about $32 billion?
Which is, oh no, sorry, we had a mistake. The numbers were the wrong way round. It was supposed to be $32 billion.
I don't. It must be some fairly ballsy activity just to walk away from $23 billion.
Do you remember back when Facebook bought, I think it was Instagram for $1 billion, single billy.
Yeah.
I thought that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, it was huge. Absolutely massive.
And now it's just silly numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's beyond the amount of swimming pools that I can visualize, right? Like, yeah.
How many football fields is
that? Yeah. How many B doubles of $100 bills is that going to be?
At least 12.
Yeah.
The Dodge hasn't made any public statement on the matter or confirmed completion of the probe. Google confirmed to us that it and Wiz are now moving on to worrying about what other jurisdictions have to say about the deal, because they have to get it approved in all these jurisdictions because they're both international companies, right?
Yeah. So I mean, the big ones will be the EU. They'll very likely have something to say about it.
Yep.
As they always do.
US.
The US. So US SEC shouldn't, like if the Department of Justice has gone, yeah, it's okay, then SEC shouldn't kick up a stink. But I dare say the EU will.
Yeah, it does say UK, EU, Japan. They're probably the bigger ones. Still need to clear it. All right, well, we'll see. But boy, $32 billion. Yeah, it's staggering. Now we've got to power through these because AI wars this week. Oh boy,
it's huge.
We're going to get through these. Our story on IT News: ACMA altering outage data handling as public register nears.
Yeah, so the ACMA, the laws changed. I think it was late last year that the laws changed on December 2024. The laws changed on the reporting requirements on telcos for outages. So doesn't matter whether it's like a single cell tower outage or a single exchange outage, it needs to be reported to the ACMA because we were seeing lots and lots and lots of outages that were affecting people. And so the ACMA has now found themselves in a situation where they're just getting huge quantities of notification emails.
Of course. And stuff goes up and down all the time. Yeah,
that's right. Like you're doing maintenance and, we're going to do maintenance on this cell and it's going to go down for this many minutes, hours, whatever it is. And then, we've completed that. So they're getting multiple emails about each outage as well. And
pretty easy to automate that stuff, right? Because you've already got systems in place that are tracking these things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So the ACMA chair, Nerida O'Loughlin, has said that the carriers are sending large volume outage notices and data on a regular basis. Since the reporting rules changed, I think 11 months ago. Yeah. And they're trying to find ways to uncover red flags amongst this because obviously amongst this was, we've had an Optus outage of 000 that caused people to die. We've had another few outages of 000 in the meantime as well. And they're trying to figure out ways to say, rightio, we're getting thousands and thousands of emails here. How do we flag the ones that are going to cause a problem and not ignore but acknowledge the ones that aren't?
Sounds like a problem for AI.
It does sound like a problem for AI, but remember this is a government department and they don't do anything fast or with any sort of new technology.
Just put it all into a NoSQL database and just let the AI have it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not writing their software in Ada, to be honest.
Fortran, anybody?
Yeah, Fortran, COBOL. So that's the crux of it. They're building a new system that is going to prioritize some emails over others or some notifications over others. so that they can flag the ones that are potentially going to be issues or are issues.
Right, so they've caused this problem for themselves.
Yep. The government caused the problem for them, and they're just responding to it.
Yeah. What did they think was going to happen? Honestly.
Yeah.
So under a new instrument, the Telecommunications Industry Standard 2024, from December 31, 2024, carriers have been required to report major unplanned telecommunication outages. Major is defined as an outage that impacts more than 100,000 services or all services across an entire state or territory, lasting longer than 60 minutes.
And 100,000 services isn't that many when you're talking about a telco. No. One exchange goes down, that's more than 100,000.
Easy, yeah.
Easily more.
Yep. I remember back in the day, it was very challenging for Telstra to, when we went from a telco to like a web service provider, it was very challenging for Telstra to understand, to fit within their outage model. It's like, well, the website's gone down. Well, how many users is it affecting? Well, everyone.
Yeah, all of them.
Everything. Like anyone that accesses that website can not get to it now. Oh, really? That's pretty major. It's like, yeah, but it's just a short outage. It's fine. It just went down and came back up. So it was a different paradigm to what they were used to dealing with because, you have a service outage and it affects this many people. It's not global, right?
Yeah, suddenly every phone doesn't work.
Yeah. It's not like every phone doesn't work, right? Yeah. But suddenly you're on the web and that's what's happening. It's everyone.
Yeah. An exchange, I remember going into exchanges and going, all someone's got to do is excavate in the wrong place around a Telstra exchange and you've lost every service for potentially days.
Oh, yeah. Happens more often than you would like.
Yeah.
We had a big outage once because the exchange, the major one that fed down the southwestern side of Victoria, burnt down. And so we had a site down in Port Fairy. I think it was the Warrnambool exchange that burnt down. So anything that was sort of to the west of it was just gone because the amount of stuff that ran back through that exchange.
Because exchanges are the way that Telstra's exchanges work, or most telephone exchanges work, is like DNS. You query your local exchange, which queries its higher exchange, which goes to its higher exchange in the way that it works. So you dial once upon a time, you dialed 07, that would put you to the exchange in Queensland, and then you dial the first 4 digits of your phone number, and that would designate what exchange you went to that dealt with that call, and then the last 4 digits were the extension on that exchange equipment.
Yep. If you can imagine like the step-by-step or like crossbar like exchanges with a literal ka-chunk that would flick the call from one that still works in that way.
The old pulse style.
Old pulse style, it still works that way, but it's just done with software.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's just interesting on that. But meanwhile, stuff's been happening on Christmas Island.
No. Google says it hasn't. They've said that they're not doing anything. Nothing's happening here.
So
pay no attention to the man with the backhoe.
Article on Reuters. You're right. Starts with Google plans to build a large AI data center on Australia's remote Indian outpost in Christmas Island. But then later on, Google's quoted as saying, "We are not constructing a large artificial data center on Christmas Island."
So everybody has acknowledged the fact that Google's building an AI data center on Christmas Island, except for Google.
Yeah, they got it's an agreement with the Department of Defense, right?
Yeah. So I think it's got a lot to do with the new cable that's going in.
Yeah, that would make sense. It'd be a landing for it.
Yeah, it'll be a landing for that. But I mean, they're requesting some huge amount of power as well. Local mining company to secure its energy needs. So Google has requested long-term energy supply deal for a 7 megawatt data center. 7 megawatts doesn't sound like a landing station for a subsea cable to me.
No.
I mean, some of those Cisco switches can draw a lot of power.
Obviously, yeah, Cisco switches aren't exactly nice on the back pocket, but 7 megawatts?
Yeah. PoE plus.
Yeah. PoE plus, we're plussing the whole of Indonesia.
Wi-Fi the whole island.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a Cat 9 cable that glows in the dark.
So it
keeps the fishes away.
They're not telling us what's going on, but we know something's going on. So we'll keep an ear to the ground on that one. And then we have some Securite news. Logitech. Logitech feeling the burn. They've been pwned, and Logitech says the breach occurred through a third-party zero-day vulnerability that was patched as soon as a fix was available.
Yep. So this is the Oracle e-business suite data theft that was claimed by the Klopp extortion gang. Now, the thing here is that the timeline doesn't add up to in my head. So this attack happened in May, I think it was, or was it? No, it was July. So this attack happened in July, and only yesterday did Logitech file their 8K form with the SEC in the US confirming that the data was stolen. So
they've got to be quicker. That's a joke.
Yeah. And then to add insult to injury, they've said that they've recently experienced a cybersecurity incident relating to exfiltration of data, but they're not sure what exactly was stolen yet. So in 4 months, they're claiming that as recent, and I'm like, recent's probably a week or two would be recent. But the more concerning thing is that after 4 months, they still don't know what was taken. They've said it's likely that it's going to be information about employees and consumers, as well as data relating to customers and suppliers.
I love the email they sent. They sent an email. We have recently breached your Oracle e-business suite and copied a lot of documents, all private files and other information held in our systems. But don't worry, you can always save your data for payment.
Great, I'm not worried anymore. Perfect. Relax, bro. We got you, fam.
We always fulfill all promises and obligations.
I've SLA.
I've never met a criminal that's lied in my life. So there you go. That's the Klopp one, and Logitech's really lackluster response to it.
Yeah, it's it'll never happen to you until it does happen, right? Like. Yeah. It just sounds like they had no plan in place for this and they just scrambled. Yeah.
And look, even when it does happen to you after you've assumed that it never will happen, you don't have to do anything. You can just ignore it for 4 months and then go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. It happened.
Apparently that's what happens, yeah.
Oopsie.
Sorry about that one.
The Klopp extortion gang has a long history. 2020 exploited a 0 day in Asilion FTA, infecting 100 organisations. 2021, a 0 day SolarWinds they were responsible for. That's probably where you've heard the name from. 2023, a 0 day in Go Anywhere MFT platform. 23, a 0 day in Move It Transfer. I think we covered that one too.
Yeah, that one was huge.
Yeah, and 24, the Clio file transfers 0 day to steal data and extort companies. So, and now this Oracle e-business suite data. So, patch your shit. That's basically what it comes down to. If you've got anything that's exposed to the interwebs, make sure it's updated.
Yeah, well, I suppose the problem was for these guys is it was a 0 day, right? So there wasn't a patch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and it's the Oracle e-business suite. So, that's not just Logitech. That's very likely a lot of different companies.
Yeah. And while we're on the subject of security, we have this Fortinet impersonation bypass. Is this just as simple as using Postman and sending requests to the API? Am I reading this right?
Yeah, so it's two parts to it. It's a path traversal vulnerability, and then there's an authentication bypass vulnerability. So if you read the article, there is actually the core bit of software that handles all the authentication allows you to do both a path traversal in CGI, like in the CGI address, as well as doesn't authenticate you properly.
Right.
So thankfully, it has been patched. The version 8.0.2 is patched. There's no reference to these things, so the article actually surmises that maybe Fortinet have stumbled upon the fix for it, because there's no mention of the fix in the changelog. But essentially, the first step is a path traversal. You use the standard ... / whatever to get to the path that you want. And then you hit the FWB CGI script. And this binary has a couple of layers in it. But essentially, if you can pass the CGI input check and the CGI auth, then you'll get to the process that you want, which is called CGI process. And that's the function that lets you do pretty much anything you want on that machine.
Right.
Yeah. And it is literally as simple as crafting a valid JSON blob with some specific fields in it, and off you go.
To give you privilege escalation. Yeah,
yep.
Okay. Oh, dear. Path traversal, hey? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they've got a nice screenshot there of version 763.8.801 showing the authentication occurring, and then 8.0.2 you get a forbidden.
Yep.
So they have patched it quietly in the background. And this is on Fortinet, all Fortinet devices?
Well, it's anything that's running FortiWeb.
FortiWeb, okay.
Yeah, so FortiWeb is the vulnerable system.
Right. And that would generally be hosting some sort of API.
Yep.
For which you can path traverse.
Yep, most certainly does.
Yes, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah. All right. Well, are we ready for the big news, guys? The big news. Let's get
nothing
on.
else happened. Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing, no. Let's get on with the AI Wars. AI Wars.
AI Wars. Got to kick it up a little bit.
Dave did this whole little dance then too. It's like
thankfully we don't record
this. It's like a bobblehead.
And of course, the big news. We've got to kick off with the big news this week. Gemini 3 has dropped finally.
Hot off the presses, baby.
Hot off the presses. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday afternoon, it has dropped. After nearly 2 years of Gemini, we've kicked off our biggest era, Gemini 3. What do we say about this? Have you guys had a chance to use it yet?
I have a little bit, yes. I've noticed that it's already available in my Gemini to use Pro and to use the DeepThink there. It's cool that it's all just sort of one mode now.
You have a fast mode and a deep mode, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't have to be like, I'm going to make a video or I'm going to do anything else. And specifically, again, because we're doing the Office move, right? So when you sent the link through saying, "Hey, Gemini 3's just launched and it's available," I'm like, "Oh, okay." My daughter was here with me, and I was like, "Hey, let's. What do you like? You like puppies and you like cupcakes? It's like, make me a video." It's cute.
Nice.
I'd been using it for something and just to create some documentation, and it started putting diagrams and things in the in. I was like, "What is this? This is awesome!" Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
and it one of the things that they're angling it on is its ability to, air quotes, read the room and sort of read between the lines. And I found it actually really does do that. Like you don't need to put as much into the prompt. It can sort of anticipate what your intention is with what you're trying to say. And it seems to really figure it out. Like in the past, I've had to like say no and this and that and like just add more detail to the prompt, but not anymore. Like it goes, oh yeah, okay, I kind of understand what you're trying to say, and then fills it in. It's great.
So it's not just getting the direct context, but like interpreting, like, oh, okay, they're asking about A. But they probably, like most people who ask about A, probably actually really want C. So I can flesh things out a bit.
It's starting to, I hesitate to use the word understand, but it's starting to understand the nuance of questions.
Intuition, sort of.
Yeah.
That's what caught me like almost off guard when I was using it. It's like, hang on a minute, it just kind of knows. Like I haven't had to like spoon feed it.
And the benchmarks are off the charts.
Oh,
did you see the table that they've got in this article? It is phenomenal. So
it blows everything out of the water.
Literally everything else is done. When you have a look at the benchmarks of Gemini 3 Pro versus Gemini 2.5 Pro versus Claude Sonnet 4.5 and ChatGPT 5.1, it basically kills everything in every category with the exception of the SWE Bench Verified test, which is all about agentic coding, and it scores 1% less than Claude.
But they dropped an answer to that. You can use what is it?
Anti-gravity.
Anti-gravity. Yeah,
I've just installed it.
Yeah.
In fact, while we've been recording, I've been going through the installer.
I said it's an installer thing. Is it? I thought
yeah,
it was
it's like a
web thing.
Little VS Code. It's not a website. You don't have to go. So you install it. Like it's basically a version of VS Code with their plugins in it. And hey, this is not the first new coding environment that Google's been releasing with AI in it. They've got a few options now.
Let me get it. I'm going to download it.
Google Anti-Gravity. Antigravity.google.
Yeah, it is. It's agent first. This is designed for it doing everything. And as you're going through the installer, you can it's got like a recommended mode, which is sort of like agent assisted, but you can have a complete agent driven option, which I probably wouldn't want to run on my main rig because it can just do all the code, approve its code, push it, execute. It can do anything.
Yeah, no.
And leave you with a giant bill at the end.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment,
$1 million.
It assures me that it's free to use.
Oh, is it now?
Okay. Yeah, because I did go through and check them. I'm like, wait a minute, I've installed it. Before I start, how much are these API calls going to cost me?
Yeah. Well, I've just installed it as well. So I'm going to give it a while. I'm going to throw it over my Terraform provider.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Tart that thing up.
Mm-hmm. See what it can do.
Make it write the documentation.
Well, that'd be nice because the documentation that I did sucked. Because
documentation is a job for robots, not for people.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Well, it was just more of a case of I was just trying to get the actual functionality working, and then I was like, I'll deal with the documentation later, and then I never got to later.
That later never comes.
Later is still later.
Of course, you've got Deep Think mode as well, which is my favorite mode. Gemini 3 Deep Think mode pushes the boundaries. Deep Think outperforms Gemini 3 Pro already, impressing performance on humanity's last exam 41% without the use of tools. So, to put that in the context, Gemini 3 Pro did 37, Gemini 2.5 did 2.1.
21,
21.
Oh, sorry, 21, and Claude is 13%. So, yeah, it's the Deep Think mode. Whew, yeah, It's excellent. I'm telling you, I use it to produce a bunch of documentation. I hate dealing with like long documents that you've got to pull in all these sources and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's ADHD or whatever. But just being able to put a couple of simple prompts in and tell it to flesh this out and that out, and you go done, walk away. It's much easier.
So how much are we putting on the fact that ChatGPT is going to come out with a better model next week that outperforms everything else?
Well, it's leapfrog at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I think they might be a ways off because they did their GPT release. Like Google's kind of the last to release their next generation.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, ChatGPT 6 or whatever it'll be, 5.2, will probably come out in the next 6 months or so, but I wouldn't expect to see them drop it this afternoon.
No, I was like, nah. It's because Gemini 3 has absolutely flogged every other model that they've compared it against. So, I expect that there's going to be some tweaks to ChatGPT in the next week or two.
Oh, yeah. Yep, without a doubt.
And Claude Sonnet too.
Well, as exciting as that is, there were some other minor updates in the world of AI. We have new TPUs. Google Cloud introduces Ironwood TPUs to go along with ChatGPT, to go along with Gemini 3.
Yeah, probably ChatGPT too.
Maybe. Well, yeah, they've got to deal with Google, don't they?
Yeah.
For large-scale AI. So, I mean, this just blew my mind as well. So, Ironwood is a 7th generation TPU. It will be generally available in the coming weeks. It's purpose-built for the most demanding workloads. It offers 10x peak performance over TPU V5P. And I remember we were freaking out about V5P when it came out. And more than 4x performance per chip for both training and inference workloads compared to TPU V6E Trillium. Which was really good at the time as well.
Oh, yeah.
Making Ironwood our most powerful and energy-efficient customer silicon to date.
Yeah,
and then,
incredible. I remember this, it was at Next that it was announced, right? And we covered it. Like, hey, this sounds really great. So here we are. We're not too far down the road and, we're about to see them go live.
That's right.
And don't forget the new ARM-based Axion instances as well.
Go along with it, yeah.
How could I forget?
Yeah.
Which is 2x better performance than comparable x86 generation. Yeah.
And less power.
And less power. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Christmas Island.
They don't need 7 megawatts. Maybe they only need 5.
They need half the power. Or maybe they're going to put their data center in the sky.
Well, they could do that too because, Google's looking at a proof of concept of that. So they've got their latest moonshot, which is called Project Suncatcher. And it envisions putting data centers in the sky. Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. This is Lucy in the Sky with data centers. So the proposed system involves clusters of satellite in sun-synchronous low Earth orbit. That is a tongue twister.
Mm-hmm.
Separated by roughly 100 to 200 meters within a roughly 1 kilometer square radius.
That's like, just think about that for a second. Like, you've got this array just floating around,
just sitting up there. Yeah. I mean, I think the interesting thing is really going to be heat management is really their only problem. So, like, sure, solar is going to work great. If you're in sun synchronous, the machines are always going to have sunlight.
Yep.
However, they're always going to have sunlight.
Yeah.
So
sunlight hot.
Yeah. And sunlight in space without the atmosphere. It's a lot of energy that needs to be dissipated.
Well, lots of UV.
They solved this problem with James Webb.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know how the James Webb Telescope works, but it's out on one of the Lagrangian points. It actually orbits one of the Lagrangian points. So that's the point where the gravity is equal between the Earth and the Moon. And it has a layered solar blanket, effectively, right? So but faces the side of the sun because they couldn't have obviously the telescope in the sun. There's no atmosphere there, and they were able to engineer this thing so that it would fold out. It was all compact, and then when it launched, it would fold out and create this shield for the telescope.
Yep, $10 billion was James
$10 billion.
So that won't fly for a swarm of data centers.
Oh,
no matter how many derivative, DC builds you want to
Let's
sell.
wait and see what the NVIDIA results are. Then maybe it will.
The money go round. Yeah. So added to this, so they've got this 1 kilometre radius formation. They've got a heap of data centers floating in a 1 to 200 metre. Within 1 to 200 meters of each other. They would be linked with ultra-high bandwidth optical connections, and they would function as a single distributed data center.
Yeah.
And then, and this is a preprint. Oh my goodness, a preprint paper. Oh, wow, tongue twisters this morning. Where Google has already demonstrated on a bench a link achieving 1.6 terabits per second of total bandwidth. So you can imagine this cluster of things floating in the sky, blocking out the sunlight, that's got 1.6 terabits per second of bandwidth back to Earth.
Yeah. I mean, it solves so many problems.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean,
the solar panels are, what did I read, 8 times more efficient in space? Because you don't have that.
8 times more productive than on Earth, yeah.
Yeah. And that's with, I mean, this is 10 years away, easy, maybe more. And that's with current generation solar panels, so they're getting more efficient all the time. The numbers start to add up. They start to add up after a little while.
They do.
An option. When are we going to have our Dyson swarm? Right? We'll take apart Mercury and we'll use it to build a Dyson swarm to run Gemini 6.
But
I mean, if they're bringing nuclear power reactors back online, it's not that much of a stretch.
No, well, and you've got to have a look at the heavy launch cost to get to low Earth orbit, which is where
nothing. That's nothing now. SpaceX just send it
that's
up
right.
Over.
So
nothing.
Once upon a time, low Earth orbit used to be like tens of thousands of dollars per kilo that was going into low Earth orbit, and now we're looking at $1,500 at the moment.
Yeah.
Google's expecting it to drop to $200 by the mid 2030s, which means that throwing a data center into space isn't all that costly.
That's right. Especially
there is a big difference though between LEO and any of the synchronous orbits, though, right? It's the much higher energy required.
Yeah, that's right. But they're talking about putting it into sun synchronous low Earth orbit.
Ah, okay.
So picking a spot that is...
Okay, yeah. So we're talking like 600 to 800 Ks as opposed to 65,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because that would be Earth... That would
get into geo.
So 65,000 would put in a geostationary orbit.
Geostationary, yep.
Yeah, so this is designed to track the sun only.
Right. So that's not much higher than low Earth orbit. Well, low Earth, it's about 450 or something, 400-ish.
Yeah, about where the space station orbits.
That's right. Yeah, so it's a little bit higher than that. Okay. So you could see it. You could look out the window and see it. Only 100 Ks away.
Well, if it's a 1 kilometre radius, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Cool project.
Yeah. I want to see it happen.
I'd love to see it happen. Yeah. Yeah. Be awesome. Considering the environmental impact of data centers on the globe, on the face of the earth, get them out of here. Get them up there. That's much better. What else we got? AI bubble. Altman wants some money. Like he hasn't got enough.
He hasn't got enough. The money go around. Got to keep spinning.
He sticks a different hand out and wants tax credits instead of government loans. What's this all about?
Yeah, it's okay. We're not running out of money. We don't need you to loan us money. Just say we don't need to pay any tax ever. And people who do AI stuff shouldn't have to. That's great. It's fine. You certainly don't need to operate a government or a nation state. No money from AI giants, please.
Don't tax some of the wealthiest organizations. No.
No. People who are building, chips and bit barns and stuff. Definitely, you should be treated as not-for-profits.
That's right. So they call them the Advanced Manufacturing Investment Credit Incentive. So it's passed as part of the US CHIPS Act, provides up to a 35% tax credit on eligible infrastructure improvements tied to US chip production. No tax required.
Yeah, it's we'll see. Like he's angling it as part of the CHIPS Act, which was supposed to be driven for rebuilding like chip manufacturing and supply in the US. That was a Biden era policy that looked like it was going to be scrapped, but I think the right people got in certain other people's ears and has been kept around now. We'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
Interesting, this article does talk about Altman complaining to the White House, saying that there are many strategic bottlenecks, including access to adequate power. Once again, that old power chestnut comes up, right?
Put it in the sky.
Put it in the sky with diamonds.
Yep.
To take a little step back there, is like we've seen over the last handful of years, right? 3-4 years, just how rapidly this has scaled up and is all the production required. Now, if the bubble doesn't burst, right? If this is like, if it's not a bubble, it's a bubble. But if it's not a bubble, and we don't see a pullback here, it's going to be interesting to see how globally we actually deal with that, because it may be that we're just too early. We may have the software, we may have some of the chips, but as a technological development level for all the other things, we might just be a bit too early.
I don't think we can build we can build power stations fast enough to supply the data that this needs at the growth rate it's got.
No, we can't.
It's as simple as that.
We're just sucking power and making it more expensive for everyone else because it's increasing the demand.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a problem. Yep.
Yeah. So and you can build the cheapest form of nuclear small scale reactor in a couple of years. That's great, fantastic. But you'd need to be putting like 50 of them on the deck every year in order to even come remotely close to the amount of power that we're increasing our demand by for these things.
Yeah, and maybe that's the big plus that we end up at the end of this, is that because of the AI money flowing around, so much of it switching into power generation technologies, maybe somebody will actually produce a small modular reactor. Like maybe one will become available and will be installable.
Yep.
And then once there's one, we'll be able to scale that up. And that would be great, because they don't exist now.
It's all pie in the sky at the moment.
Yeah, it's demonstration. Oh, we will be able to do this. We think we'll be able to do this.
Fusion's only 5 years away.
I was going to say, though, is that
they
Fusion
said that 10
has
years,
been
did they?
getting a lot of
getting a lot of coverage at the moment.
A lot of coverage. They're advancing a lot. There's lots of projects besides just the ITER reactor, a lot of smaller scale ones that are being a bit more agile and taking different approaches. So maybe that's the upshot from this, is that let's say in 6 months' time the bubble bursts, right? And people are like, it's all right, we're going to scale back our data center spends for a while. All of the infrastructure that has been built for AIs and everything that's sort of committed and coming, like that infrastructure is still going to exist. Right? We don't just throw away all those GPUs and processing. It's still there.
Yeah.
It'll just slow down.
Yeah.
Like the development of it will just slow down. It'll continue, even if it does burst, right?
Yeah. So, and my hope is then, okay, well, we end up with more power options to be able to, as a civilization, right? Clean power options is something that's desperately needed beyond just AI.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can't keep burning coal at the rate that we are, or natural gas. Like we have natural gas power plants in Queensland, and they're arguably just as bad as coal power plants. You're still burning something in order to get something else out.
It's all steam. All comes down to steam.
Well, that's right, and it's exactly the same with a nuclear reactor. It all comes down to steam. You're building steam pressure to turn a turbine. That's it.
Yeah.
So
we need solid state power. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But something else we need agentic shopping agents.
Oh, we definitely need it. How did I forget that when I was talking about the civilization requirements? AI agentic shopping. That'll save us.
Well, Perplexity's got one, but Amazon's suing them over it because Amazon didn't come up with it first.
Exactly. Yes, story on IT News. Amazon is suing Perplexity AI over the startup's agentic shopping feature, which uses automation to place orders for users, saying it covertly accesses Amazon customer accounts and disguises automated activity as human browsing. No shit, Sherlock. That's what this stuff does. And we have to say Amazon have got their nose out of joint because they didn't come up with it first.
Well, they have been developing it. So they're in the process of developing their own one, but it's not released yet. And Perplexity came out with theirs, and it appears to be good. So people are using it.
But you can build your own agent. People have been building their own agents to do their Woolies shop and stuff like that. And, that's not going to stop me doing that, are they?
Well, they might do at some point down the track. But so Amazon, they're accusing Perplexity of covertly accessing private customer accounts. Perplexity have come back and gone, actually, we're not. User details are stored locally on their machines. We don't ever store them in our gear. So go away. So look, I think the cover up in this story essentially is that Amazon, their Buy For Me and Rufus tools that they're developing that don't really exist yet are now on the back foot because someone else has done it before them and probably better.
I mean, usually what you would just do is then acquire them, but Perplexity's got a bit of a price tag on it.
Yep.
Actually, wait, wasn't Perplexity the one that was saying that they wanted to buy Chrome?
They threw out a flippant offer for it. I don't think it was serious. No.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit of a. It's like, we'll just again the money go round, right? It's all made up numbers and things.
It's money they've got from the left hand and giving it out the right. Yeah. So look, that was a little funny one, but in the meantime, we have Google exec weighing in on the commentary, saying the idea that AI will create new jobs is 100% crap. Even
Google.
Ex-Google
exec.
Even CEOs are at risk of displacement. This is a bit of a talking point. What do we think about this?
I mean, I would say that CEOs and upper level management are the most at risk. As in, because they're going to fire themselves, because of course they're not, right?
No.
It's late stage capitalism. The money only flows up. But in terms of replacing the need for them, for sure.
Yep, 100%.
It's harder to replace a fitter and turner in your
your Sparkies and plumbers. They're not being replaced. That's right.
You can't the people who are doing like the low level work and stuff like we're a long way from having the robots to do that kind of work. But people who make decisions,
100%. So C-suite level, that AI can already do all that. It can read markets better than any human can and make decisions based on that. That's been the case for years.
Mm-hmm.
But so Mo Gaudat, sorry if I butchered your name, dude. He's the former chief business officer at Google X, which is their innovation lab. And he was a C-suite. He said that his own AI startup, which is called Emma.love.
It's kind of a creepy website, by the way. Like,
oh, is it? I haven't gone to it.
I just had a look. It's a bit weird.
Yep. He said he and 2 other software experts built the app with the help of AI, and quoted that this is a project that would have required 350 developers in the past. I'm like, okay, cool. So the narrative that I think he's trying to push here is that software developers are a really expensive, ancient thing, and we can replace them with AI, and we can replace C-levels with AI. Like, anyone who makes a decision and that decision goes into a computer can be replaced with AI.
Anyway, I had a look at Emma.love. It's a little bit creepy. She wants to get to know you enough to help you know yourself. What the?
Yeah, Dave just pointed out very rightly, it's a tech bro site to teach tech bros how to talk to, well, people.
Women specifically.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, whatever takes
judgment.
their fancy, right?
Yeah,
but
no
it's
judgment
clearly, I've got money, but I don't have a partner.
Yep.
I need to talk to this thing to teach me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, my spectrum disorder's taking over.
Yes.
All right. Well, while we're talking about Gemini 3, we've got new bananas. Google has released Nano Banana.
It's a Nano Banana.
Gemini 3 Pro next week.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, this was a week ago that they posted this. So,
okay.
Maybe this week. But yeah, Gemini 3 and now what's now hinted as Nano Banana Pro. So instead of using Nano Banana 2, they've called it Nano Banana Pro because everything's Pro once it gets to version 2.
Yep.
And I had to have a look at Nano Banana because I'd never heard of it. I'm like,
what, really? Oh,
what is this Nano Banana?
It's amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah, right. So I'd never heard of it. And I'm like, I've got to go and have a look at Nano Banana. And it's image editing.
That's right.
Yep.
And it is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I'd never, ever heard of it.
Oh, yeah, well.
I feel like I'm the old person in the room now.
I mean, when I say it's been around for ages, ages is like 2 months.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's phenomenal. You feed it a photo and say, I want to change bloody, get rid of the grey out of my beard and make it look like I'm not 70 years old now. And it'll do it.
Yep.
Mate, I think you're very Clooney-esque, right? You don't age.
Clooney-esque.
Yeah. You're like a bottle of Grange.
Yeah. I don't know whether to take that as an insult. Because I'm pretty sure it was an insult.
It was not an insult. I'm very debonair.
Yeah. But I'd never heard of it. So I can assume that lots of other people had never heard of it either because it's not something that I think Google pushes all that hard. It's one of those sort of niche little projects that they do under the hood.
I mean, it sounds like with Nano Banana Pro is that maybe they're uplifting it from what was running on 2.5 Flash to 3 Pro.
They are definitely running it on 3 Pro.
Yeah.
Yep. So it won't be run on a Flash version at all. It will be run on Gemini 3 Pro. Its current predecessor is 2.5 Flash.
If I can, Ian, if you jump onto Gemini at the moment and have a look in the prompt, when it gives you create image, it has a picture of a banana, has a little banana emoji there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It does indeed.
So there's your Nano Banana right there.
Yep. Nice.
And when you make something Google Vids, you're using
VO.
VO and
3.1 now.
Yep, 3.1, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. New AI is always cool, but Apple doesn't have any new AI.
No.
So they've gone on bended knee to Google. Apple eyes $1 billion deal with Google to revamp Siri with Gemini AI. Now I'm going to call it. If this deal happens, then Google have won. They've won. They're on all the
100%.
platforms. They're on the phones. Like,
Well, because currently that AI, that assistant is backed by GPT.
Yeah, we can't call it an AI because it's a big garbage. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, it is. It's complete nonsense. But so it's currently backed by GPT, and it sucks. Like I use it, and it sucks. So I can only see this as a good step for Apple to make their assistant less crap. Sorry, but it is. I switched recently to an iPhone because I've so many problems. We talked about this the last time.
Yeah.
And
Bluetooth.
my biggest gripe is that the assistant is so crap.
Yep.
Gemini,
And they're just
Google's
not in the game,
assistant. Yeah, Google's assistant is hands down 100 times better than Apple's assistant, and I would happily go back to using Gemini all the time.
You can't put the app in and access it that
You
way?
can, but it doesn't give you the same functionality. It's like
Because it
It's
doesn't have
like-
the underlying access to.
Doesn't
Yeah,
integrate.
that's right.
Yeah. And like Apple is still big on privacy. Like that's their big their shtick, right? So
Yeah.
they could switch to, using Gemini under the hood and like Google would hook them up, right? They
Yeah.
would be able to run it on their hardware. That'd be fine.
Yeah, 100%. They could quite easily run a nano model on the phones to do the same thing that Gemini does on a Pixel or on a Smaznug device, as my son calls them. It's a Smaznug. I'm like, what? He said this to me like a couple of months ago. He's like, "Oh, I found my Smaznug," and I'm like, "The hell is a Smaznug?" I have no idea what a Smaznug is. And he went, "The phone." I'm like, "What? I've never heard of a Smaznug phone."
Is it meant to be Samsung?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's apparently it's a play on the order of the letters in Samsung.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Okay.
I
So, yeah, I mean, this article does say historically Apple has favoured building its core technology in-house, which we know, allowing it to tightly control its brand notoriously closed ecosystem. But Gen AI race has put the company on the back foot with consumer response to its proprietary Apple intelligence platform lukewarm at best. Yes.
Oh, no, I don't even think it's lukewarm.
It's just non-existent.
It's non-existent. So the article does go on to say that Apple is expected to keep sensitive user interactions on device through the existing Apple Intelligence Framework, which relies on local processing and a private cloud compute system. So they could very well be running models in Vertex AI, for instance, that is private data. Google doesn't have access to it, but it uses Google's models.
They could, but let's wait and find out, see what they do, hey, because they're losing the race at the moment. Well, that's been a good show today, guys. We've covered it all, and I'm going to go and play with Gemini 3 a little bit more. I love what I've been doing with it so far. Don't forget,
I really want to get into anti-gravity.
Yeah, I've got it running here now too. I'm going to have a play with it. I'm going to move my current code over to that and see what it does. But don't forget, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube Music. Go to Apple Podcasts, write a review. That really helps the show out. And while you're at YouTube, why don't you smash that like button and start the discussion there? You can contact the show, contact@gcpbytes.com.au. Find us on the web, www.gcpbytes.com.au. And today's sponsor are Hivetech Solutions, Technofish Consulting, and Mantle Group. And that's about it from us. We got anything else to add?
More coffee. I'm going to be adding.
Yeah.
I'm going to be adding more coffee to me.
Yeah, I need some more coffee as well. All right then, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. it's a it's a very tech bro website, right? It's like I've got money, but I don't know how to talk to people of romantic partners. It's that kind of website, and I need a robot to teach me.
Yeah,